Let's just wait for these widgets to catch up. There we go. Actually need to start fixing some of these other, like these Facebook alerts. I know they're supposed to pop out. I just have no idea what they look like. There's also Facebook Live reanimations. Yeah, seems to be missing up and whatnot. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today we are going to be drafting Zendikar for the last time. And pretty much last time because I know the next few weeks they're going to... No, Zendikar Rising is not going anywhere as far as premium drafts concerned, but they are going to start adding other events. From the list, it's Throne of Eldraine, Terrace Beyond Death, Ikoria. So it's a revisit of the previous ones. I kind of want to do those just to see if I haven't lost that loving feeling. That said, we are going to do a premium draft, and let's see. Yeah, premium draft Zendikar Rising. Let's see. No one's viewing right now, but that's fine. I'm kind of anticipating that something is going to be up because of the weirdness with Facebook, but I'll take it at that. I'll just cash in right now. We'll see how things go. It's also possible that there might have been a complaint, probably because the last video had some weird voice issues. Getting a lot of these some swamps and whatnot. How are you? Sorry, this is not M21, so no doggies in the set, and no, there are some cats though. Also, I think everyone's kind of feeling it right now. The way these seats are not exactly filling up as much. Okay, someone's watching. Hello there. Okay, let's minimize this one. Okay, so I'm paying attention to the comments, so I'm going to see if I will be able to... Maybe this time I'll be able to catch up more. Basically, I'm now playing in windowed mode. Not exactly my preferred way of playing. I still like to enjoy the huge full screen, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do. I also get to see the slight video delay. Yeah, it's basically... Okay, it looks like it's a 15-second delay if I'm not mistaken. Okay. And there we go. We're ready to rock. And what is our first... Hey, you know what? I am not indifferent to taking this. Actually, how is the text readable? I'll have to see it. I'm definitely picking this. It's a... No removal. Not passing removal exactly, so that's fine. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to hover over cards. The text is not quite readable right now. Maybe it's gonna be more readable when I get there. Anyway, we're definitely taking this green. It looks like we're gonna be... Black's not gonna be so open, so we're gonna be aiming for main green. And as soon as I say that, there's a Pilaka Predation. There's also a Skyclave Relic, which we can use for ramp. Not the best, but it's fine. We can go semi-kicker with Murasa Sproutling, which is plausible. There is enough green kicker cards, just not in... But all the payoffs are in blue. I could just play it safe, just take Nissa Zendikar. Scale the Heights, another way to ramp up quickly. Pilaka Predation, it's a double face. You know what? I think I will take the double face card just to be on the safe side. Let's hate a little bit of this. We're probably gonna get the Zendikar back. Okay, we got Thwart the Grave. Tajuru Bright. Okay, now this is very scary. We are not exactly getting any payoffs at all. Now, at least green is the color of a little bit of everything, so we should get some party members around here. I honestly not so sure which one I should take. Definitely not the Blight Priest. Definitely not the Thwart the Grave. I kind of want to take the Blight Blade, but I could also just take the Malakir Rebirth. We could just go main black. We did... Seems like black is kind of heavy. I'll take that. Hold on. Are you okay? And okay, now here comes the good green stuff. Well, I want the Stomper, but that will be much later. There's an Acquisitions Expert we can start off with. That's not bad. There's a Zendikar that I kind of want later. The Brute is okay. It's a standard warrior. And it's a 3/3 for 3. Probably much better than the Acquisitions Expert right now. No, you don't want me to take that? Okay, which one do you want me to take? Okay, let's see. Here, let's see. You want me to take this one? You want me to take this one? Actually, you've been motioning with this one. I think you want me to take this one. Fine, I'll take the Brute. Not so sure if that's the right call, but we'll take it. Okay, this is our third Zendikar. We do have a Marauding Blight Priest, but with no real payoffs. Not much of a life gain unless we start drafting Nectar Pods. This is... This can be the umpteenth Zendikar I've passed. The problem is this is virtually a 5-drop. We're probably gonna get one back. Okay, definitely want to take the Silencer here. So we're just running Nissa just as Nissa. We're not exactly going all out on the Landfall. We're not quite in the Landfall deck yet. So we're gonna try to start prioritizing some other cards. So black is fine. There's a Feed the Swarm. I kind of want to take that over the Gnarlid Colony because that's literally our second piece of removal. And the Drana Silencer, not so great right now. Blood Price or Skitter Sneak. Okay, let's start taking some cards. Right now we only have 2 green cards, so if I see a lot of very good blue, I can just ditch the green right now. Maybe splash one green for Nissa, but that's about it. I'm not gonna go too hard on that. Let's see. Is there a way? Okay, no one quite. We did get a Sproutling back. Yeah, no one's really getting Sproutling. I kind of want to take the one Zendikar now. Broken Wings. Okay, sideboard. Okay, just waiting for a few cards on the rebound. So I'm okay with the Palaka Predation. You okay there? You okay there? Okay, we did get the Stomper back, so at least we have a decent top end alongside the Silencer. But as far as this draft is going, I don't think we're gonna be ending this draft on a high note unless we see some really good cards in the next few packs. Yeah, right now what? Feed the Swarm, Brightly. So at least, so the Rebirth is, it's actually kind of okay. It's a way to buy back stuff. It's a decent double face card. It's not. We won't lose much out of it. The Predation is kind of fine also. Okay, we got Squad Commander. We got Blood... Okay, we're definitely taking the Blood Chiefs first. I want to take the Squad Commander. Like, let's see. Warrior, Rogue. The Cleric is a bit rando. We have actually everything, so we could splash for a third color, but... I really don't feel this is a third color format. Also, we've been maining black, and we didn't exactly get much in the way of green. Yeah, I'll just take the Blood Chiefs first. We'll play it safe. We'll take the removal. Now we can afford to take the Acquisitions Expert. Yes, we are. So we're actually in the lookout for Wizards, but so far we're not exactly all in on the. We're not exactly all in on the party, so we might be fine. Also, there are enough good clerics in greens, if I'm not mistaken. No, there's one good cleric. Okay, so I get a notification that I started. Okay. Hey there. So to those who are watching, nice to see you guys here. For context, this is gonna be pretty much the last Zendikar Rising draft for a while. Okay, we don't exactly have big creatures, but I will take the Rabbit Bite. Because the Skulker is okay, but it's not so great. I actually don't mind having more rogues. Let's see what's up. Also, how far behind are we? Okay, not so much behind in terms of the stream quality. So I'm just looking a little bit back and forth. Yeah, so I really need to be watching both. I need to be watching the difference between Facebook and the actual game, because it looks like XSplit is able to do it properly. At least it's just the transmission time. Welcome to the internet. Third Acquisition Expert. We could use something big with Canopy Baloth. I'm not feeling the second Acquisitions Expert right now. I'm not feeling the Mind Drain. I am concerned about our curve right now. Scale the Heights might be fine also. But we do... Scale the Heights might be fine. I might... Yeah, I'll take the Scale the Heights. We need a little Okay, now I have to decide between Vanquish the Weak and Roiling Regrowth. You want to go down now, Mochi? You want to go down now? There's also a pack piece. I probably want to get that one back. So we have 1, 2, 3 pieces of removal for what we've got. So I'm going to take the Roiling Regrowth. Okay, Mochi, out you go. And another Murasa Sproutling, another Rabbit Bite, another Scale the Heights. There's a Dauntless Survivor. I'm okay with that one. I'm not so all in on the landfall parts, but we do want to have a little bit of ramp. I think 1 Regrowth and 1 Scale the Heights is fine. We might want to start considering some white cards. But I don't think these two are enough ramp. Not enough ramp, not enough as color fixing. In fact, we only have 1 actual color fixing right now. I'll take the Emerius Captain as an option. See if it pans out. Because it looks like we might have to split our attention. And I'm not liking it, to be honest. Okay. Okay, back up. Yeah, we're starting to get the flood of white cards. I might have to just take the Seagate Colossus as a safety. Okay, another Zendikar. There's a Gnarlid Colony, which does benefit the 1/1 counters. I actually like it better than... Yeah, I actually like it better than Zendikar right now. But that said... Okay, we have some sort of a party, but it's a bit all over the place. Now I'm starting to take a few white cards to see if we have the option. It will depend on the amount of... It'll depend on the amount of mana fixing we can get. So basically, we're looking for more Roiling Regrowth. It has to be Roiling Regrowth or the other white... Or the other white card. No, not the other white card. The other green card. The one with Kicker. Those fix mana very well. Okay, now Scale the Heights. But... Okay, we got an inscription. We definitely are taking this. Wow, we're passing a lot of good stuff. But I do have to take this one. My other pick would probably have been the Gloom Hunter. But we're definitely taking inscription right now. So... And there's a Colony Ambush, which I definitely want to take as well. I do have to note that our creatures are a bit on the small side. So we'll take the Colony Ambush. So 2 Scale the Heights. Yeah, I think our creature count is way too low. Zendikar kind of counts as a creature, so we're at 11/11. I'm gonna side out the Rebirth, the Predation, and the Ambush because they're technically lands at this point. Then we need to start looking for ways. Yeah, like the Blight Priest right now feels off. We're actually more green than black right now. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that right now. But I am still legitimately concerned about how much, because we are running some light landfall, but we literally have no landfall except for Nissa. Okay, there's a... Technically counts as a land. Here's our Ascetic if we want another green Cleric. I'm a bit concerned about the curve. I might actually prefer the Black Bloom Rogue. Acquisitions Expert is fine. It's basically a creature that makes your opponent discard a card. But let's take the Black Bloom Rogue. So we actually have... We can cut down our black lands. We can actually go mostly forest. The question right now is, do I want to have the option to go into white? So far the answer is no. None of these white cards are... Okay. I definitely want to take the Veteran Adventure. This just a Reclaim the Waste also, but it looks like we're solidly green-black at this point. There's a Vine Gecko. There's a Moss Pit Skeleton. This one is... We have a few ways to get it back, so I'm okay with that. There's also an Elf Cleric that... 3, 4... It'll be 4/5. 5 mana 4/5 is fine. Let's be honest, we're taking the Deadly Alliance. There's a Blood Beckoning, Joraga Visionary. I have to take the Visionary. curve is a bit out of whack. We have most of our creatures are on the 2, 3. Most of them are in the 4 slot. We have way too many in the 6 slot. 6 and 7 slot. Though the veteran ambusher can be cheaper. Oh wow, no one's in rogues. We're gonna be passing something really good to our opponent. Not, yeah. It's a gift. I hope you enjoy it. Thwart the Grave. We might want to have at least one as an option. I really don't like. We have one Blight Priest. I don't like the idea of running a second one since we don't exactly have that much life gain. And okay, Sign of the Swarm came back. We kind of want to take this. It's a flying threat. So another silencer. I think I just want to take the Brute. Okay, so we have a relatively... Well, it's not really Landfall. But we do have some advantages. So let's take the Acquisitions Expert number again. Yeah, just rounding out the deck right now, so I need to probably define a cut here. The Kazandu Stomper is probably the weakest card here. Yeah, we get a little extra landfall, but we're not exactly landfalling here. We do get to... We can take advantage of this because we do have 4... Wait, 1, 2, 3... Yeah, we do have 4 double face cards. We probably want to take advantage of that. The Roiling Regrowth might be the weakest one. We're running 14 and 10. Okay, and that might even change. Let's cut the Zendikar. That is probably the weakest one right now. Because Zendikon's virtually a 5-drop here. So we have quite a few 2-drops. Not that many creatures. Our lands are a bit of a mess. So let's see. Colony Ambush, so -1 forest. I want to at least run the Rogue and the Rebirth, so that's minus 2 swamps. Yeah, we're running it very close in terms of the amount of removal. The Springmare Cleric, probably not so great. It's the same reason why I cut the Blight Priest also. We're not... So let's do a sanity check. We have a good number of rogues. We have a decent number of warriors. Okay, the one cleric is from Veteran Adventure, so we can get the Deadly Alliance to at least 3 mana, destroy target creature or planeswalker by my estimate. Oh, we do have a Vampire Cleric here too. But this, whenever you gain life, put the +1/+1 counter. We only have 2 shots at gaining life here. So, not so great. Actually, 3 shots if you count Inscription of Abundance. You actually have a shot at losing life. The Rabbit Bite might not be so great, but I'm still going to keep it. It's still some sort of removal. If that doesn't pan out, I guess I might sub in the Spring Mantle Cleric. Okay, so... Golgari, not Landfall. Yeah. Not so sure how this is gonna pan out. This is gonna be my very last draft of Zendikar Rising for quite a while. If I'm not mistaken, next week we should get some other draft formats. Another shot at Throne of Eldraine. That probably sounds great. Otherwise, we will have other shots at. Otherwise, we're gonna have other shots at Terrace Beyond Death. Another shot at Ikoria. So right off the bat, we are mostly green, so I don't like the idea of, oh, if I can get one more land, and I can't exactly cast any of these guys, so I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, this is better. We have at least a turn 3 Murasa Brute, so we're more likely to cast. Let's bend the Seagate Colossus. So we got the turn 3 Brute, potential turn 4 removal. But this is not the best opening hand. Thankfully, our opponent doesn't have the best opening hand either, so we'll run with the brute for now. Opponent might have removal. We're more likely to have removal than our opponent, but let's see what kind of creature this is. Farsight Adept. If we have one more mana, we could kill, but actually, thank you for the land. So, at least we have some removal. That's the good news. Unfortunately, we're not getting enough discount here unless we draw another land. On the bright side, it's gonna take a lot from Muraza Root Racer. Okay. Opponent might swing with this, that's sure. No blocks. This is 2 mana only, so we can actually just snipe that creature. Okay, Land Acquisitions Expert. We'll drop that first. Let's see what our opponent wants to discard. Oh, they're giving us a choice of 2 cards, so we have to be concerned if our opponent shows us something good. Okay, so for all those tuning in, we ended up drafting yet another sort of party deck. It's actually not so much party. We started out with Nissa, but we didn't exactly get good landfall. Okay, between the Dauntless Unity creatures, you know, Here's Binding goes because we have the removal for this. Yeah, we're going all out on the aggro right now. So this one grows. The opponent has the option to pump it. Actually interesting. Like, I can swing at the brute knowing that our opponent gets to take it out. We'll swing first. Opponent casts. Okay. Let's see how he blocks. So I actually have options here. I can... Yeah, just clear the board. We should be able to buy some time with the Scion of the Swarm. Seagate Bannerette. Okay, not so. Snarecaster. Okay, we need a life. We need some way of gaining life. Hold on, this is a Vampire Cleric. So it makes this cheaper. We're not getting in. That's a problem right now. We kind of blew all our removal. Opponent is saying that they have some way to pump or not. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna take it. So there's an adventure. Swing. Let's see if our opponent has something to do. More removal. So we'll pass the turn. We'll just scale. We don't have to scale the heights immediately. Turn Timber Symbiosis. Okay, opponent hit it for an Ox. So I have to decide if I want to cast the Skitter Sneak or scale the heights. Let's scale the heights because it allows our Scion to punch through. So we get to swing with this one. I can also swing with the Veteran Adventure just to make our opponent give up the Ox. Yeah, we're gonna make our opponent give up the Ox. So opponent's down to 1. Opponent will need a way to kill a flyer and get more creatures. Okay, that doesn't kill the flyer. And that's game. Well, not quite. Our opponent could have Colony X, the one that protects. Okay, opponent could still have removal. But this has menace also, so our opponent has to... You know what? Opponent has to mass block at this point. So opponent has to answer this, has to use all their blockers on this. Might of Murasa. Yeah, opponent just gave up. Okay. There we go. Good game. So got our first win. That's a nice confidence booster. Yeah, not really confident kicker fan. Also kind of looking to see if I can make it to at least gold 1. I can probably do platinum over time. But that's a very good first draft. Let's see if there are any comments right now. Let's see. Let's go back. There's a bunch of notifications. Wait, let's check notifications. Okay. Hey Keith, looks like thank you for liking the video. I'm wondering if you're still up, but yeah, nice to say hi. Nice for the like. Let's hope you joined the group or whatnot. Yeah, a bunch of limits. Facebook's weird today. Okay, so let's claim that reward and let's keep going. And yeah, don't forget that I have to mute my own video. Actually, don't forget that I have to mute my own video. Okay, that's good. So at least there's no weird echoes this time. Okay, definitely keeping this. I don't have to drop this guy. I don't have to put this guy down as a DFC immediately, though I would like to play Skitter Sneak. I'm only keeping this because I have something that can take out an early creature. So I do have that option. But if I start drawing a ton of lands, well, if I start drawing a ton of lands, then the black-blue road is fine. So let's lead off on green because that's so not suspicious. Funny, I'm starting to use the phrasing of... I'm starting to use all those terminologies from Among Us when I'm not exactly playing the game myself. I'm knocking on wood that I draw another land because I'm so gonna play black-blue road. Okay, and then next turn we got Skitter Sneak. No real advantage yet. I do have the option to drop Bloodchief's Thirst. At least the Skitter Sneak can block the Mesa. And wait, it's not your turn. Okay. This has Menace, so our opponent's incentivized to drop another creature, which opens them up to both the Thirst and the Deadly Alliance. 1, 2... I have 4... Technically, I have 5 pieces of removal. So we're... Well, 6 if I count the Rogue, though that one's... Ooh, opponent's planning to target this. Into the Royal? That's way too early. Okay. Nahiri's Bind... No, or Celebrant. Okay. So I can just kill this one, swing through, get some damage through. Doesn't really benefit us. We'll drop the Visionary. Let's draw an extra card. Good. So, yeah, buying ourselves a little bit of time. Have to be careful with the blue mana. There are some significant counter spells. At least it's not Essence Scatter. I'm not so sure about Negate. I don't think there's a Negate. Yeah, I really need to brush up on... Oh, wait. There's a 1-mana counterspell in Uncommon based on the number of party members. Yeah, that's a problem. There's also Spell Shield if I'm targeting my opponent's stuff. That's also a problem. Yeah, that's virtually a counterspell for all intents and purposes of our removal suite. But we're an Outrider, so opponent... We'll take the hit. Now we need to decide what to nuke from our opponent's board. Oh, the nice thing is we have a Malakir Rebirth, so... I want to drop something that's 4 mana. Can't beat the Bloodchief's Curse. Deadly Alliance is fine. I could play the Scion of the Swarm right now. Okay, more realistically, it's... play the Skitter Sneak. Attack with the Visionary. Yeah, because it's 1 mana, it's not exactly easy to suspect. So, we'll pay 2 life but draw another card. There, fine. Okay, so we now have some options. Opponent's gonna gain quite a bit of life, so we're gonna have to be here for the long haul. White-blue is a very good party setup, so we need to break up that party, be judicious with this. That's why I opted to use the Malakir Rebirth as my way to clear this one instead. Another black source will allow me to say Scion, Bloodchief's Curse, or hold up the Deadly. Guess we're holding. Okay, so we're definitely not letting our opponent get take the advantage with Tazri. We're gonna cast with Kicker. So we're gonna swing again with the Visionary. Actually, no point. Our opponent can just block with Core Celebrant. Actually, no, it's fine. But I'm concerned is my opponent could have a pump effect, like if I saw a while ago. Okay, I'm gonna hold back for a while. It's a bit unintuitive, but I'm gonna hold back a bit. We're going to yeah, we're really holding up that Deadly Alliance. Could I have just used the Deadly Alliance instant speed? Probably not. Pressure point, tap, draw a card. Opponent's just playing lands out, so probably another Outrider just to give extra pump. No, opponent's not letting it through, so... Okay, we do have an Expedition Sculptor now. We're a long way from getting the number of cards needed here. But the nice thing now is... I want to see how our opponent blocks. Okay, not a real block, so that we're actually quite fine. So we're just waiting for our opponent to drop a big card. I'm expecting Spoils of Adventure, the white-blue one. Yeah, greenest Adventure awaits. The Zine Royal Mage with Kicker, return target instant, so it's just pressure point. Okay. So our opponent gets to draw a few more cards. Do I want to just kill this one? Yeah, this is good. A bit counterintuitive, but our opponent did spend all their mana out, so... We are quite flooded right now, so we'll play this. We play a creature card with less than 8.
Zendikar's one true guardian.
So we're going to attack. Attack. I'm gonna hold back the Skulker because that can kill anything. I basically want to encourage our opponent to, say, block Royal Mage with Visionary, or even just do a mass block against the Forest. Opponent playing it safe. For now. So next turn we just go Scion of the Swarm, start hitting overhead. Our opponent could just tap the Expedition Skulker. That looks like that's what they're gonna do. At least I know there's no mass board. Oh, there's a... Ooh, binding. Okay, so much for Nissa. Mesa links. So, we don't have any... enchantment removal, so we're gonna just leave it up there. So let's put the Sign of the Swarm up top. So our opponent can now double block with Royal Mage Mesa Links to kill this one. I can still swing with Visionary just to encourage a trade for one of their cards. I can swing with Skulker. Okay, I'm gonna swing with Skulker, even if all it does is just get rid of the Royal Mage. Okay, that's weird. Normally, I would have blocked the Royal... But you know what? That's weird, but I'm fine with it. Opponent goes Emeria Cap. So this is a 4/4 flying. Okay, we have a real race now. Yeah, not bad. 4 mana, 4/4. We can Acquisitions Expert for their last card. Our opponent could just pressure point to draw a card, but they won't have to go to anyway. So Kabira Outrider, yeah, we'll take the creature. Drop another creature of our own. We have ways to gain life. It's not quite there yet. So if I swing with Skulker now, it's only going to eat the Royal Mage, which is fine. Basically, I need to start filling up this graveyard if I'm gonna get these guys to be live. Opponent could just tap one of our creatures in response. Like, he could say tap our Scion so the Emeria can slip through. There we go. Yeah, how much removal did we burn through? We burned through 2 pieces of removal. We still have a Feed the Swarm, which we can use to nuke the enchantment instead. Get back what? Visionary? We also have 2 one fight spell, 1 bite spell. Neither of them is enough to deal with Emeria Captain until I can grow either of these guys. Very close. They're just one more card. They're 1 card away. And this has Vigilance, so we're not swinging with Sign anytime soon. Is there a way to pump? Skyclave Apparition. Oh, come on. Nice rares. He can't take this one because it's a 5 mana. He can take the Skitter Sneak. Or you can take the Skitter Sneak or the Brute or the Rogue or the Expert. Taking the Rogue does make sense. All that life gain is kind of relevant. We don't have a way to pump because I intentionally eschewed that. I can swing with Scion just to get rid... Hold on. It's just 1 card short. Let's see if our opponent has the protection spell. I don't think it's a pump spell. It has to be some sort of protection. So we get 3 mana, but more importantly, we got 8 cards in the yard, so I can now swing with this one. Opponent is now kind of incentivized to... Well, they're not incentivized yet. I'm actually incentivized to swing at everything. I just need to... say, Scale the Heights would be perfect. Opponent is kind of flooding out, so are we. So we need to do 1 big swing. We'll do that later. So this is it. It's our last 1 big fight. Opponent is flooded. I can block later, assuming our opponent doesn't have a way to tap this down. We gotta Scale the Heights. Desperation. Okay, blocks that. Blocks that. Oh yeah, sorcery. Forgot. Oh wait, it's enough! Okay, I punted myself to victory. I forgot I was supposed to cast this first. I keep forgetting Scale the Heights is a sorcery. Oops. Yeah, having a Roiling Regrowth, which is instant, and a Scale the Heights that is sorcery, not exactly good. You're gonna muddle it up. But heck, I'll take the win. I'll take the second win. There you go. So yeah, we got it. Let's see if anyone else is checking up. Yeah, notifications are weird here. I have to keep pressing back, see if anyone's checking. So far, no one else is checking. I'm not surprised. I am broadcasting at the weirdest of times. Oh well. But there you go. I got my got my second win. That second win doesn't. Yeah, I guess it finally came down to that point. Our opponent, props to our opponent for having this stuff. Not keepable. Well, not true. Not true. Turn 1 rogue. Turn 1 rogue. Option to feed the swarm. Turn 3 brute. Yeah, the Stomper feels weird, but it's there. I'm willing to keep it for now. I don't exactly have any better options for this. Okay, we'll keep this, but this is very sketchy. I'll feel a bit cross if I do end up drawing a swamp before hitting third mana. Opponent's playing green-red, so... I did draw the swamp after all. Well, since we don't have double green, first let's get our opponent off the ramp. Let's see if that matters or not. Usually it depends. Oh, opponent's in tree color. This is gonna be interesting. So we got the tree drop, but it's gonna take us 6 mana to hit this, and we can hit this by that time. So not. The nice thing is, if we hit Stomper, we can bounce this back. Yeah, definitely killing the Florahedron is the Snarled Colony. Okay, so we got the Brute. If nothing happens to the Brute, we actually have Colony Ambush as an option. Let's see if our opponent wants to trade. No, doesn't want to trade. I'm curious what our opponent's big drops are, but definitely we're holding on to the Colony Ambush. I'm willing to take the damage for now. I have to assume this is something big. So we're probably not going to be ambushing that. Timber Ascetic. No, we're not ambushing that. I guess I could ambush this now? So we have a Warrior and a Cleric, so we can, if nothing happens to either of these two, we actually will be able to cast Seagate. We're definitely going to cast Seagate Colossus. Oddly enough, another thing we can do is we can just cast a Stomper, get the Bog back. This is our only double black card. Well, there's also Kicker. We'll take the damage for now. If our opponent doesn't have artifact removal, we have the Colossus as a blocker. Wow. God, Nissa Shadowed Bows. It's tempting. This one. I can afford to now jump with this warrior here. So next turn, Stomper, replay the... Oh, this is 4 mana. I'm actually incentivized to replay... Take 2 lands back. Has the sideboard. Actually, I'm not surprised. This is best of one, of course. And the Dauntless Survivor. At least we took out the Gnarly Colony, so we're definitely chunk blocking. We're taking a bunch of big hits though, so we're probably gonna lose some creatures in the process. Yeah, we're gonna lose this one. Opponent, no real ramp. In fact, we took out the ramp. It's just that our deck was kind of slow this time. That's a spell. Yeah, that's good game. Yeah, we kind of needed more removal. We did have we got 2 of our 5 pieces, so not too bad. Yeah, it's fine. Can't complain too much about that one. We already knew going in that the deck we're running is somewhat underpowered. It's something I already figured out and coming in. Well, it took our first loss right now. 2 wins, 1 loss. Let's see if we can still get in there. Okay, check notifications. Nothing much. It's actually kind of notification checks kind of slow. Okay, there you go. Yep, Marcus red. Okay, there we go. Now let's check that video again. Then we're okay. Definitely keep. Ooh. Okay, we can keep this one. Kind of want another land, but at least we got the turn 2 Stalker, so at least we have a creature. Okay. So let's see right now. Waiting on our opponent's decision. We're running into platinum opponents now. Nothing wrong with that. So. Yeah, Nissa's kinda okay. Actually, not bad on her own. She generates creatures and has sleeping, so we'll match that with Skulker. I'm gonna scale the heights next turn, but I really want to draw additional lands. Yeah, having 4 6-drops is very questionable. Now, that said, one of the 6-drops is not quite a 6-drop if we have creatures. Bug Cat. So, well, gives us depth, so I'm okay with just using this as a discard 1 card. Take out the North, good. So we'll give our opponent the choice. They can give up 2 creatures. Nah, they're not gonna do that. So next turn, hoping for lands. At least we can. Our opponent can tap this. He can swing with this to make this Fisher Wizard. So this is a 3/2 now. Kinda. Okay. Actually, no, it's a 4/2. Yeah, Rogue Warrior Wizard. We did hit our 4th land, so.
You will not give those Zendikar's convalescence.
Now we're gonna give our opponent the option.
The world will shake you loose.
Nope, did not take that. So our opponent's now incentivized to start swinging at Nissa. Also, you may put a creature card less than or equal to the number of lands. So if one of these dies, we can actually spend a ton of this just to get back. More inclined to just block with Expedition Skulker. More inclined to just double block these guys. Now our opponent could have another Inordinate Rage, but I can't do anything about that. Vanquish the weak. Okay, and the trample goes true.
Zendikar has suffered enough pain.
Okay, bit short on. Hit the Jiraga Visionary. Did not. Oh, we did hit the land.
Cower before the elements.
It has menace too, so that counts for something. So we're gonna lose Nissa. Especially with the Ravager's Mace, we're definitely gonna lose Nissa. If we hit one more land, we can silence. So we're definitely not gonna bother blocking. So we need that one more land. If not, I just scale the heights. Ramp. Oh, we did get the one more land. Drana Silencer actually got through. Now our opponent can start equipping onto Sneaking Guide. More likely, they're going to actually start dropping more creatures. That's a huge help. So we're not punching through that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can, however. So our opponent could equip. That just makes this a 5/5. 5/5 with menace, so we can block this and jump with one of our creatures, say for example. Opponent did show an Akum Warrior. Opponent's a long way off from casting this. They're better off playing this as a land right now. Yep, that's what they do. Opponent passes. Now, I'm willing to just drop the Acquisitions Expert now because, one, it gives us a complete look at their hand or forces them to act out of turn. Then we can just colony ambush with the Stomper, so be it if it gets killed. Opponent concedes instead. Looks like they figured with the ambush back we could get through. I'm enjoying a late night snack, and at least it's relatively healthier than most. It's actually something my dog could have. So right now we're at 3 wins, 1 loss, and I'm actually happy with that second win. This third win is actually quite good too. Yeah, and don't forget, always hydrate, guys. Don't forget to eat and drink, even though we're in the middle of a very ooh, network error. Hold on. Unable to get inventory. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try to reset this one. Looks like the internet's acting funny this time. So, okay, please stand by. We're going to see if we can get our internet back. Well, I'm not going to mute the audio here, so you get to hear me. You might even hear me eating more apples or something. But we're going to reset this one, see how this turns out. It'll be a shame if I have to reset my PC. Yeah, bitrate is awfully low. It's definitely not 1400. I probably should change that setting again. Yeah, might be a very busy weekend. I'm not surprised. If you haven't checked out the recent festival event, you probably should. It's actually quite interesting. Yeah, let's go back here. Just waiting for Arena to load up. There you go. You can see waiting for the server. And we are back after a little bit of weirdness. So definitely resuming this draft. Yeah, do check out the World Tour. It's a bunch of pre-constructed decks. They have a very interesting one in the colorless deck. So currently, for those who are tuning in, we are started out trying to go for Landfall, only to find out that we are not exactly getting good Landfall cards. We did get a few ways of getting extra lands in, but not so much in Landfall. I think all by the time I got the one actual good Landfall card, no, the 4-drop does not count. It's fine. By the time I got that option, I was way out of that train already. So guess what? It's not a full-fledged party. Though technically I do have all pieces of the party, I'm not exactly a full-fledged green-black party deck. Green is probably one of the best colors to have if you want to go into that route. So, okay, definitely turn 1 Malakir Rebirth, turn 2 Skulker. We want to have the option for a Deadly Alliance soon. So, alternately, okay, I'm gonna keep first. If we can draw a 3rd land, I might actually hold on to this because Skulker trading for a 2-drop might actually be fine. Okay, and yeah, hello to you too. So we'll play the Skulk. It does give us an option, like if I know I need to do the turn 4 sneak. So this gives me an option for a Colony Ambush if I have to. Next turn I do have the option for Inscription of Abundance. So you got plenty of choices actually. Opponent drops a Haggard Constrictor. Play the land first. Swing. Let's see. Opponent does not trade, so. Okay, what's this? Control has menace. Yeah, pass. Definitely gonna have to play one of these out of turn. We can do a double card, like we can drop Inscription, Malakir, then Inscription, just to keep a creature up. More likely than not, I'm probably just gonna Colony. Actually, no. We have to decide. Because my next creature's at 4 mana. I'm not gonna get it unless I draw an actual land. And I kind of need that for the... We're actually loaded for bear and removal and 1 trick. I'm more likely to just play this as a... Well, I kind of want another green source. We should have more green though. So... Opponent's deciding what to do. We might just be trading damage. Our opponent might have drop a creature of some sort. Yeah, I really want to be able to kick this. But even if it's just put 2 +1/+1 counters, we're fine. Opponents scaling the heights. Oh wait, this is target creature? Okay. And we did draw the land after all, so yes, get your sneak. Not bad on that one. Now, our opponent might still have removal. At least we can kind of defend ourselves. Opponent has a 5. Oh, looking at our creature, probably has the removal. Usually it's not a good sign if our opponent's looking at our creature. I know it's not Vanquish. It was Mucklord. Okay, we can swing through that. Wait. Beat the Swarm. Okay. So we kind of need to draw into a creature. We do have... Inscription doesn't do anything now. Neither does the Malakir Rebirth, so I might have to play this as a land. We do have at least the Deadly Alliance, so... Let's see what our opponent drops next. Baylon. Yeah, that's worthy of being killed. Let's see where he tries to attach it first.
The Royal protects Zendikar and its people. Cower before the elements.
So we're kind of waiting for one more land, but at least we have our opponent's attention for now. Okay. Let's check the stream out. Yeah, it's kind of slowing down. I can see it in the bitrate. It's well, no, the bitrate's back up. It's fluctuating. So interesting thing we can do is this second one. Opponent swings with everything. So no more creatures.
Help me, Ashaya.
Let's hope our opponent doesn't have removal because we're out of creatures at this point. No, we still have more creatures, but we're gonna have to do the horrid thing called drawing them. But at least we can kick the inscription. Opponent's very likely to just put this on top of the forest, start swinging up top. Yeah, there we go. So hoping for, well, if our opponent feeds the swarm, that's like 7 points, so that might not be too bad for us. Stonework attack is okay. Okay, we have a Dauntless Survivor. Let's put the counters here. I want to swing first. We'll see where he puts the... Okay, 4, 5. We have to do this while it's still 4. Okay, there we go. We're not quite over yet. If it's any indication, our opponent could prop. Well, if our opponent's just equipping the Stonework Patch Beast, they're in trouble. Well, we're kind of in trouble too, so I'm not gonna lie about that. I will trade the Dauntless Survivor. Opponent's going for the trade. They must have a way to answer Seagate Colossus. Broken Wings? Please don't Subtle Strike. It's a light trade, but at least we got that one out of the way. So yeah, end the turn. Opponent is flooded right now. Well, so are we. But I think we might have this. Well, our opponent could have a kill spell, in which case... Oh no, good game. So there we go. Yeah, a little bit of perseverance, but we got there. Yes. So for those tuning in, that's our 4th win. Yeah, pretty good. Let's see if we can... So we're currently at 4 wins, 1 loss. Not really much of a landfall deck. Yeah. We're off taking advantage of rando party members, but... Yeah, between the acquisition... I kind of wish I... Do I have a second acquisition expert? I guess I could fit that in. Anyway, so we're definitely keeping this one. Turn 2 Survivor, turn 3 Scale the Heights. Now, but this is not exactly the best hand because we got zero removal. Our only glad tiding is we have... The only glad tiding we have is... Well, if we draw another land, we can scale, then we can Roiling Regrowth. So, attack Beast. And remember, this is a sorcery. So we can... I'm most likely gonna just play the land, play the veteran adventurer. We're setting up adventurer into Seagate Colossus. Yeah, the minor ramp is fine. Opponent's probably gonna drop a decent trade. No, it did not. Ooh, we have an interesting proposition too. I can drop this first. It makes that cost 4. Let's swing first. Let's make our opponent tap their mana. Okay, or not. So I want to do Acquisitions Expert. It gets me to look at 2 cards. I'll have the option to Roiling Recruit. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. 2 cards is fine. And at least it sets up the guarantee that if anything were to happen to our creatures, we can cast these. Opponent could kill, one of these 2 guys in response to reduce the... Oh, opponent's gone. Bailot, Ascetic. Okay, then take the Bailot. Yeah, the Ascetic might be more relevant, but we're gonna... We know we have the bodies to pressure our opponent. Squad Commander, so opponent gets 2 1/1s. Spread the love. Opponent could swing with the Pack Beast. I'm willing to trade with Expert. Nope. Okay. Sacrifice a land, get 2 swamps. Yeah, Blood Chief's Curse, which I can use to take out the Squad Commander. Or I can take out one of these smaller guys. I actually want to hold it because... Yeah, I actually want to hold it because I know I set up our opponent for another next turn Timber Ascetic. Since we set this up, well, I know I'm not gonna be able to cast this, but that's fine. So we know this is set up for our opponent. We get to snipe that. We won't be able to snipe the Squad Commander, but that's fine. Point gains a little life. Then we now set up the situation where our opponent has to could start chump blocking. And indeed they do. So our opponent could still have something big. We did use up 1 removal spell. So next turn, if we draw another land, we can just drop these 2. If we draw... Off-brand Wizard, no, not quite. But we can put pressure on the board. That's the good news. I just realized watching the stream on the background, when the combat hits, if you're not exactly paying attention to it, it's actually it's not seizure. It's more like a nausea warning, something to be concerned about. So opponent just drawing cards. Our opponent's eventually gonna say trade 2 of these for 1 of this. If we can kill the... Make our opponent decide. Ooh, opponent's just taking it. Okay. Yeah, nuking the Pack Beast puts pressure on our opponent having the right creatures. It's not like I'm going to be able to swing with the Acquisitions Expert anyway. I could have dropped the Adventurer so I could take out, say, the Squad Commander, but... Our opponent's eventually going to be pressured into chump blocking with this Squad Commander. I was actually expecting our opponent to start chump blocking this guy soon, but it's not coming there yet. The opponent had to give up a Kazandu Mammoth. It's not going well for our opponent right now. Yeah, on paper the 7 and the 6 and the 6 mana is scary, but with the right setup, you can bring these down to a more manageable cost. Opponent has to decide what to do. Yes, he knows he's gonna have to eventually. He can't just keep jumping forever. He knows I will swing with all these guys. If I can get another land, I get to drop these. Actually, Inscription goes for the fight. Okay, that gives him a large enough creature to nuke that. So... force the trade. Oh, Force is taking it. Okay, so I need to decide. Let's just do division. Knock on wood for a land. And we actually have the full party, but we don't exactly have cards that are relevant to having wanting a full party. Not that it matters. Well, it matters if our opponent can put up a sizable board presence. Opponent probably has another fight card. That was expected. Does our opponent have yet another fight card? That would be annoying. But we just need to slip with one creature. Well, 2 creatures if one of these creatures is active. Okay, so block. County ambush. Yeah, that's enough. That slips through it. Ooh. Opponent also had the inscription. Okay, so yeah, we're actually doing quite well. This is our fifth win now. 1 loss so far, but we're at most having 3 more games here. And I'm liking how things are going. It's been going on for quite a while. It's no new notifications, no new viewers. Well, I did say this is an awkward time slot. Let's see if we can keep going at it. But yeah, we do. Yeah, 5 pieces of removal seems to be like a good sweet spot, especially. Well, not all of the. Okay, the Feed of Swarm's a hard removal. The kicker spell is kind of hard removal. Inscription is not quite hard, but it's kind of hard enough. Okay, this is scary because if we do not draw a 4th land ever, we are in trouble. I know we're slanted more towards 2 drops, but we are also slanted towards 6 and 7 drops on the other end. If we're gonna lose, I guess we can lose to this kind of hand, so let's go for this. Yeah, at least we drew it. Do take note that I actually subbed these for actual lands. Colony versus... Wow, now we're drawing out. Let's see if our opponent has the Rabbit Bite. That would be annoying. Oh, it's green-white again. This is also a good party color. Take the hit because... Yeah, there's definitely a Pump Cell effect. Hit an Acquisitions Expert. I want... Choice of 2 cards is not bad. And I have to drop something. I cannot just do nothing. So let's see what our opponent gives us a choice of. Pressure Point and Is Pressure Point even a good card? Well, it's going to be good for our opponent now that they're going to tap one of these creatures and we're going to take, well, 2. I can still block this. So next turn, we can do Visionary or Skitter Sneak. I think we just do the Visionary. Actually, right now... Okay, opponent's going all in. I suspect it means our opponent has the spell with Kicker. So actually, no blocks. Opponent has a hand. Okay, we got Sign the Storm, but no. As I said, we only have very few ways of gaining life. So opponent does have command, so we can actually just jump with Acquisitions Expert. I mean, it's not too bad. So we do get so next turn Sign the Storm, next turn after the Kazandu Stomper. Can we survive long enough? Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Well, opponent's gonna definitely tap one of our creatures down. That's... Because none of these have trampled. This one's definitely gonna block this. Opponent did not have the pump effect. Has a snare cast. Okay. Yeah, life gain is free. So at least next turn we have a Stomper. We can buy back the... We're probably gonna just take the hit. So, okay, I will be concerned if our opponent happens to be holding up on the Nahiri's Binding. Next turn, we should at least be able to play Skitter Sneak and hold up the Rebirth. I am willing to just trade. No, I probably should have held up the Malakir Rebirth first. This one is way too hasty. Sajiri Shelter. Okay. My opponent's out of cards, so there's the silver lining. We have two other large creatures. That might be the issue. And this is the Canopy Bailout I've been poo-pooing for a while. Hey, Key, thank you for accepting the invite. Okay. A net loss of life, but not too bad. Finally hit the Colossus. Yeah, we have to hit the Colossus first because we need to hit something that can block this Balon if they do drop a land. Okay, figure that's what that's an easy one. Now we'll see if our opponent still has any large threats left. Yeah, Farsight Adept draw. Both of us draw cards, so that's fine. Interesting. Okay, got the land that I did not need, but it does dig me a little deeper. Opponent does have something they could still do, I think. More importantly, we need to hit our opponent down to 2 more cards in graveyard, which is not gonna happen if I keep drawing lands. Also means I don't want to swing with Gnarlid Colony quite yet. So True Paragon with Kicker, so it needs a little bit of life. Looks for a... Goes for the Shepherd of Heroes. Ooh, that's a lot of life gain. So this removal spell we're gonna have to hold on to for a while. I'm actually gonna swing first. Let's see how this affects our opponent's blocks. I actually want to take out the Celebrant first. One, because that's their... No. Cleric, Wizard, Rogue, Warrior. So they have a full complement. They will gain 8 life. Okay. I want to see if our opponent goes all in and trades. We eventually will be able to break through with Scion of the Swarm, so maybe I take out the Adept. Yeah, let's take out the Adept first instead. I'm tempted to just kill this one right now, just break it through, but it's too risky. I know there's a flyer that I need to take out. I'm hoping our opponent doesn't have a Shelter style effect. They did draw quite a bunch of cards, so that might be an issue. Also gonna have to... We have to take the damage. That's kind of the price we paid to put that all in. Yeah, knowing that I had to take it out. Opponent has a ton of life. Zine Raptor just to... Oh, it's... They get to buy back the fight card. So... We probably do a small... There is a trade that's gonna happen. We did hit a Scale the Heights, so... Scale the Heights. Let's... Pump this. Because the life gain pumps back. Play the land. So we have a Cleric, a Warrior, a Rogue. Oh, we can do an X4. Oh no, it's just X3. Oh wait, Warrior, Rogue. Oh no, it's an X3, sorry. Oops. My bad. I should have taken out the Raptor or the Paragon. Sometimes bad at math. Okay, we'll swing the Skitter Sneak. So now this is where it gets interesting. Our opponent can fight the Drana Silencer. Yeah, they're just gaining a ton of life off the core Celebrant. I see what our opponent is trying to do. Our opponent wants to kind of start the fight first, so... But it trades 2 cards for 1, so I might have no choice but to do it. Then again, our opponent could have another combat trick, and if they have it, they have it. I have no choice in the matter. Yeah, I should have sniped the Raptor. I overthought the math. It was wrong. It was bad. I got too excited with Silencer. Hey, I took out... That's 3 cards for the price of 1, so... All is still well in the universe. So I'm gonna swing with the regular Brute. I actually could be swinging with both. I really should be pressuring our opponent. Yeah, that's the correct takeout. So, in terms of large creatures, we have only one... No, I think we're out. So, at least this has Vigilance, so I'm kind of free to swing with it. Opponent is now just taking it like a champ. Ay, 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 ay. Let's see how things go. Opponent drops a Shepherd of Heroes. Ooh, now I can still incentivize. Do we have enough? We have. How many more kill effects do we have? We actually have more. So this is us hoping that we can punch through our opponent until... Because we have at least one turn. I don't think our opponent's going to... Opponent's incentivized to hold back, actually. Oh, one's taking it. Okay, so we're gambling now. It's going to be a matter of if our opponent can pump this up to 6, or if we can't find a kill spell next turn. We have 2 cards with Menace, so we can punch through that way. Opponent has a full stack of 3 cards, so that's a problem. There's a Roiling Regrowth that doesn't do anything. Yeah, the Roiling Regrowth doesn't feel like it's doing anything. We'll see if we lost already at this point. Yeah, 7 damage. Not enough. We need a kill spell. We need a kill spell. Oh wait, this block does not work. He has to block this. Oh, wait. That block does not work. Hold on. Hold the phone, guys. Hold the phone. He didn't have enough. The block did not work. Woo! And with that, welcome to Platinum. It's been so long, my friend. Ay. That was very close. Okay, next. We're playing 2 more games at most. We're at 6 wins, 1 loss. Next game could be the last. Yeah, nice level up. Okay, so let's see if we can get let's see if we can get that last win. We're ending this on a high note. That's for certain. It's just a matter of how high. 6 wins is no joke. I'm actually happy with that. But what will make me happier? 7x. Let's see if we can do that, guys. We got it there. Okay, so we got our game. Let's see how we do in this one. Ooh. Okay, this is super sketch. We have a removal, but we have no single actionable piece. Like, scale the heights into... No, we're taking a mulligan. Okay, this is much better. Turn 2 Survivor. Option 2 Rabbit Bite. Roiling Regrowth to hit our lands for Joraga Visionary. Speaking of which, what do we cut? Maybe we'd cut the Roiling Regrowth. Okay, maybe I regret that. I regret that now. I could have cut the Rabbit Bite. There's a Vine Gang. It's gonna grow in size next... Wait. It could grow in size next turn if our opponent casts, casts the bubble. Otherwise, Kicker is pretty much 4 mana up. Okay, not the... Territorial Side Cat. Okay. This is basically a mana discount, so we're taking that out. I'm holding this back because if our opponent does Landfall for 1, we can still block the cat and we will trade. If our opponent doesn't drop anything, I will... He can't evade on. Okay, so the next few turns might be problem. The Visionary might end up having to block the side path. Okay, there's a silencer, so I'm actually incentivized not to let any of my creatures die, which is gonna be very painful, but I think a 7/5 can dissuade that. Let's see what happens. Because I know I need to cast this next turn. We're taking 10 damage if I take it. Ashia's wild. Hold on, that's 13 damage. Okay, no, it's 8 damage, so we'll take that. So any creature counts as a land. Wow, we have to deal with an Ashaya. So this is X3. So I'm incentivized to block this. Take the hit here. Oh, I can't. I'll have to take the hit there. Oh, this is very painful. Silence is not gonna do it. I can go down to 1 by taking this out. Field research draws cards. You know what? Go big or go home. But this is basically a concession. That was a very busted opening. And what's that? This is another side cat, so yeah, we get the chump block for a turn. It's not great. Oh wait, it has trample. Yeah, it didn't matter. Yeah, good game. So 6-2. Next game is definitely the last one. We're gonna see if we can get there. Otherwise, we're just defending platinum. At least we made platinum, so that's good news for me. Well, yeah. Could we have done it differently? I could have taken out the side cat instead. I overestimated kicker. I underestimated the landfall. Landfall is more likely. Yeah, so if you have a choice, take out the landfall targets because they're more likely to get that than the kick. Sure, they get the mana discounts from the kick, but okay, so we got turn 3 Brute into a possible turn 4 Visionary, which sets us up for Adventure and Colossus. Question is, do we get the necessary... Can we survive long enough? I would prefer having at least one piece of removal in this hand instead of, say, one of these 2 big drops, but this is fine. Ay, ay, ay. Let's take a look back. Notifications. Notifications are quite weird here. Yeah, I'm using the web app for Facebook because I don't have much of anything else. They used to have the they used to have the Windows app. That one worked very well. Except when they decided to stop supporting it. Okay, so we're in a bit of a pickle now. I have 2 turns to draw the next land. And our opponent looks like they're relatively aggro. Okay, at least we're not gonna die that way. So my concern is if our opponent has equipment, we might have to start trading these guys off so we won't get the full setup here. Oh wow. Draw card. Okay, we got the land. We have the option to scale the heights. I'm gonna offer a trade right now. I'm gonna offer the trade right now. Opponent doesn't take it. I will take the Visionary trade. Opponent opponent goes Ardent Electromancer. Has 3 mana. Another Expedition Champion? Relic Axe. This pumps toughness. Okay, so we're gonna be taking a big hit. No blocks, take the hit. Okay, we hit the land, it's not okay, but it does give us an option. So this time we are going to hold back. So at least this way we have the option to double block here. It sets us up x equals 6. Our opponent might have Shadow Skull Minotaur. Okay, ooh, opponent's frisky. This will cost 7 again. I cannot take 11 damage. We will certainly die. Best bet is to just block this one. Take that hit. So this costs 5 now. Got 6 mana, so Troll Warrior Wizard. Yeah, we're in the back foot right now. Opponent's definitely gonna equip this one. At least it's just haste. So I probably will just chump the warrior in front of it. Yeah, it's +2/+1. At least the toughness is not too bad. I will get Colossus next turn, but our opponent could have the removal spell that destroys artifacts. That would ruin our day really badly. Let's see how our opponent does this. I'm suspecting it's the instant spell. No, just down to 4. Let's see what their next card is. Fisher Wizard. Okay, so you can defend. Kinda. Mission Healer. Kinda want to scale the heights. It gets me a little extra life buffer, and I can nuke one of these guys. Opponent is bound to equip for sure. Yeah, not playing the county ambush. Okay, bug catcher's fine. Opponent have removal? Practice tactics. Wow. Okay, that makes sense. So, yeah, we could have. Yeah, no way around it. In hindsight, I probably should just cast some. No, we needed the creature. So this one. This is still a tree. We have no way of killing it. Cancel, submit 0. Let's just gain a life. Skitter sneak. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Yikes, we got aggroed out. That was pretty much this was actually my main fear. But this was actually my main fear on how we were going to lose, but, well, not too bad. We actually did, yeah, we did quite well, 6x, 6-3. And yeah, we're gonna claim this one. It's a good way to cap off the capped off Premier Draft. Could we have played that differently? Yeah, start chucking our removal. That's probably one way we could have done it. Yeah, the Practice tactics. Yeah, that was an uncommon. I could not have defended against that, I think. Well, there we go. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Could have used that well, as far as the draft goes, yeah, if possible, if you can stay in two colors. There's really no. You have to be willing to take the consequences of dipping into a third color. It's not to say that it's not possible to be rewarded. A few of our opponents got rewarded for having the third color, but personally, I value consistency more. Especially when we don't have evolving wilds, we don't have fetch lands. We do have pathways that is pretty much the one way I would consider. But definitely you'd want to be main green if you do it. Nice pulls there. But otherwise, anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are, and have a great week, everyone. Take care, God bless. And that's the last card, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I might actually be able to do that cleric stuff. Anyway, that's all for now.